Am I the a-hole for telling my husband I'll divorce him if he doesn't stop ignoring our daughter?
Me and my husband, 46F, 49M, have a 17-year-old daughter who's leaving for college soon, but my husband's been ignoring her since her senior awards ceremony back in mid-April. My husband is someone who loves making noises for no reason. He hums, whistles, taps his fingers or a pen, snaps, claps, literally anything to make noise. He does this constantly. Our daughter has misophonia and hates any kind of repetitive noises. This isn't just mild annoyance. She's in therapy and has even been medicated in the past to try and cope with this. Her main trigger is especially pen clicking. My daughter is always either in her room or wearing headphones because my husband can't refrain himself from making noises that trigger her when she's around. Issues back in April, my daughter had an award ceremony because she was in the top 10% of her graduating class. During the ceremony, my husband brought along a pen and kept making noise with it during the whole ceremony. He was clicking it, snapping the metal clip over and over, and drumming it on the edge of the seat. I told him several times to stop, but he just told me it wasn't a big deal. It was a big deal because the ceremony was held in a small gym with a loud echo, so the sound was very loud. Everyone could hear it, and he did it the whole time. During the speeches, the awards being handed out, the pledge and alma mater speech. My daughter was sat next to us before she got called up and kept asking her dad to stop, but he told her to be quiet. When she was called up and he kept doing it, she kept glaring at us from on the platform and mouthing at us to stop. My husband only stopped after the ceremony, and the students were released back to their seats. My daughter didn't talk to her dad for the rest of the night, and in the morning he called her rude for not talking to him after he took off work to attend the ceremony. She blew up at him and said he ruined it because she couldn't be happy during the ceremony because of his noise. She said she hates how he can't stop for 5 minutes when it's an important event. Since then, my husband's been ignoring her and refusing to help with college packing and preparing. A few days ago, he says he doesn't think we should pay the last bit of her tuition because of her attitude problem towards him and that she needs to learn her actions have consequences. I blew up at him and said I'm going to divorce him if he doesn't grow up and apologize to our daughter. I said that he was the one who was rude for making noises our daughter can't stand at her award ceremony and for ignoring her when she was rightfully mad. I also said that he'd been insane for wanting to make her pay for college because she doesn't have that kind of money, and we had always promised her that we'd cover it if she got it down to under $5,000 a year. Her yearly tuition cost is roughly $2,500 a year with all her scholarships. He's now refusing to talk directly with either of us, but is still making comments about not paying the tuition with his money and that I'll have to use my salary to cover it. The whole house is tense, and I'm wondering if I was actually the a-hole for threatening divorce. We were both raised Catholic, and even though we don't really practice any more, divorce is still something we always agreed is a last case in major situations and not petty arguments. Am I the a-hole?